Get ready for fireworks in the ring, because boxing veteran Gabe Rosado just dropped a bold prediction that's turning heads. He's picking the undefeated Arnold Barboza Jr. to take down the flashy WBO light welterweight champion, Teofimo Lopez. That's right, Rosado believes Barboza has what it takes to end Teofimo's reign when the two face off in a 12-round war on May 2nd. Live from the iconic Times Square in New York City as part of the Fatal Fury card on DAZN PPV. With high stakes and big names, this fight already had fans buzzing, but Rosado's prediction just added fuel to the fire. Gabe Rosado says Arnold Barboza Jr. has a serious advantage going into this fight. Why? Because Barboza has been on a roll lately. He's active, sharp, and beating tough opponents. In his most recent bouts, Barboza scored solid wins over Jack Catterall and Jose Ramirez, showing off both skill and confidence. According to Rosado, Barboza is in perfect rhythm right now, and that rhythm could be the key to outsmarting and outworking a fighter like Teofimo Lopez, who hasn't fought in nearly a year. Rosado believes that kind of break could cost Teo big time in the ring. Teofimo Lopez, while undeniably talented, is known as a rhythm-based fighter. He performs best when he stays active and in shape, but this time, he's coming back from a long 11-month layoff. His last fight was in June against Steve Claggett, and even before that, his most recent high-level challenge came in February of last year, when he barely scraped by Jermaine Ortiz. That fight didn't impress many fans. Teofimo lost most of the exchanges and looked out of sync, only winning by a close and somewhat controversial decision. Rosado sees that as a red flag, and a sign that Lopez might not be the same explosive force on fight night. The timing couldn't be better for Arnold Barboza Jr. to make his mark. Gabe Rosado believes Barboza is not just catching Teo at the right time, but also has the tools to neutralize Teo's power and speed. Barboza is known for being technically sound. He's smart, patient, and doesn't get rattled easily. That kind of style is exactly what's needed to handle a fighter like Teofimo, who starts fights fast but tends to lose steam as the rounds go on. Rosado thinks if Barboza can survive the early pressure and avoid that one big punch, he'll slowly start to take over and frustrate Lopez round by round. Rosado also mentioned that while Teofimo has explosive power early in fights, he often fades down the stretch. That makes him vulnerable if he doesn't get the job done early. Barboza, on the other hand, has the stamina, footwork, and fight IQ to go the distance and win it. This might not just be another title defense for Teofimo. It could be the night everything changes for him. If he looks rusty or gets caught slipping, Barboza could pull off the upset and send shockwaves through the boxing world. So the real question is, will the flashy champion prove everyone wrong and silence the doubters, or is this the rise of a new king in the light welterweight division? Teofimo Lopez is no stranger to high-pressure situations, but the real question is whether he's still the same explosive fighter who shocked the world when he beat Vasily Lomachenko. That victory put him on the map, but since then, his momentum has wavered. From questionable performances to extended breaks from the ring, fans have started to wonder if Teo has lost that fire. Gabe Rosado isn't the only one thinking this way. More and more boxing insiders are starting to see cracks in the once unshakable confidence of Lopez. Meanwhile, Arnold Barboza Jr. has quietly built a solid resume. He might not have the same flashy name or media hype as Teofimo, but what he does have is consistency. Barboza's 32-0 record is no joke. He's handled every opponent with control and discipline, and most importantly, he's proven he can adjust. His strategy mid-fight against top-level boxers like Jack Catterall and Jose Ramirez, Barboza stayed composed, made the right moves, and walked away with dominant wins. That kind of adaptability could be a nightmare for a fighter like Teofimo, especially if he's rusty from time off. Another angle fans are talking about is mental toughness. Teofimo has had some public ups and downs. Outside the ring drama, pressure from expectations, and questions about his focus. Barboza, on the other hand, has stayed low-key and focused entirely on his training and fights. In a high-stakes match like this, mental strength could be just as important as physical power. If Teo starts to feel the pressure or gets frustrated in the ring, Barboza might take advantage and push the pace late in the fight.